What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Filthy Assassin Darts Throwdown here. Let me catch my words on this lovely Saturday in Wisconsin. Happy to be back in action once again, and this time we've got a full slate of cricket action for you. We've got cricket singles to lead off the day, and we got a doozy of a match with Chad taking on Nikki. My goodness, I'm all over the place, and this is the Smock Man, if I'm not mistaken, on Chad. So this should be a duel because Nikki was putting up quite the performance in the mixed matches yesterday, where her and Andrew came out on top in that final. So, yeah, excited for this one, folks. Nick DeShare will be joining me here shortly. He's actually working on his ability to not lie about formats. So that is what he's working on. Nick, I'm disgusted with him. So I made him stay in a different room, cardboard box, outside, because I was just so disgusted last night. No, I'm just kidding. All good, all good. I hope you caught that match last night and had some fun with it. Nikki Hinshaw here, off to the races early in this first leg. Let me set up our scoreboard, make it a little bit easier on you folks to know what's going on with this match. I believe this is, I think I heard for this side, they're going to do best of 5 on the winners, best of 3 on the losers, if I'm not mistaken, on this open bracket. It'll be best of 5 on the pro side, and then best of 3 on the 45 cap. Yes, we do have 3 different events going on at the same time, as Nikki throws in a nice 6 mark to start off here with a 3.71 cricket average. Man, is she going to be a threat in that WCS if she really gets involved in that one? She expressed her interest to us earlier in the week and said, "Hey, how do I get involved in that? I know I've got the average to do it. I just need to get the games in," and that's what she's focused on to get into the women's singles Challenger Series. That's right, women's singles Challenger Series. I'd do the real Monday. Trust me. Trust me. First thing Monday. Most active day on Facebook and social media is Monday. Yep. I'm telling everybody. Helping them out. Talking to Nick here, who's helping out with some editing and whatnot. I did talk to Lori Simpkins. She's gonna we're gonna get her for an interview when we possibly can. She's running brackets and whatnot. So if you got 10 minutes of your day, either today or tomorrow, we'll try to make that happen. We got a tight turnaround for our next event, so chances are we'll try to get out the matches that we can this week, but it's going to be fairly tough to do so. We got some highlights coming your way. Some good highlights at that. There's been some fantastic darts thrown in this event so far. You got some pretty top-level shots in the room in all brackets. Of course, you got Alex Spellman. I know I saw Dan Burke this morning. He's in attendance. And numerous others. But Nikki Hinshaw set up for the win here. Needing 3 on the bull. That's a difficult dart to maneuver around. Does with that second dart. Can she do it with the third? Does so. Upload my chat here. There we go. Richard Henshaw tuning in as Nikki takes that first leg. We got usually a bunch of family members that join in for Nikki when she's on the stream, and we're seeing it already. Vanessa Talks joined us as well. Says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Vanessa Long Arms Talks. If you don't get a jersey made, Vanessa, I'm going to be very upset. All righty, let's change that score around. Chad gets the start here in the second leg. Not able to make the best of it, though, only scoring 2 marks. So if you're Nikki, attack, attack, attack. Go grab it. Fantastic darts for her. Good 5 mark. Force Chad to have some uneasy thoughts here in this beginning stages of leg number 2, and does again in his second round at the board. So once again, if you're Nikki, just go right after this 19s here, even if it takes just 3 fat singles to get rid of it. I figured she may go back upstairs on that last dart, but elected not to. That's okay. Wow. Just one single 19, and if you're Chad, you're thinking, oh no. You're thinking what I was thinking last night on the 16s, like, how am I not hitting a number here? Huh? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. You can see the frustration there for Chad.
You talk about frustrations. Talk about Will Stewart after he played me last night. Oh, my God, that man was frustrated. Hi, guys. Nick DeShera here. Happy to be finally able to defend myself on the microphone.
Well, when you got to cheat to win, Nick, and Will can't hit a 16 to save his life, yeah, you're going to be a little frustrated. It's going to happen.
How did my cheating affect your 16s?
Well, I would have gotten the start in that leg number 2. Probably would have walked up the way I was hitting the 20s in the 501 game. Probably drilled him.
Your dad's in chat.
Probably drilled him.
Don't do this in front of him. He doesn't want to see that, okay?
You already admitted you're a cheater.
Oh, but no, you're absolutely right. I was listening in as I was getting ready to go here, working on some social media work in the background, not just looking at all my big dubs from last night. And let me tell you, you're absolutely spot on with Nikki. Nikki is a phenomenal shooter, and I'm so excited to see her continue to get her name further and further out there. But
wow.
Chad said, hey, guys, I'm here too.
I'm still here. That was a massive round. He needed that because really was on the outside looking in here in this leg until he was able to pop that one. So he's got the advantage, but how long? With Nikki having the 20s, she gets 2 of them.
Yeah, good answer there. Now, you still here's the thing. Chad's shot here. You pop that 20 and go back to the 18 so you trip. And that's what he's trying to do.
So we do have a good amount of viewers joining us. Did you see that match last night? And second, we were getting a lot of push for a charity event now. So does that interest you or no? Should we?
I'm not. I think it absolutely should be for charity because the one thing I won't cheat is the people that we can donate money to.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Jeremy Byrne and a few others are like, guys, I think we can. I'll put down some money on this one, and we can have some fun with it and raise for a good cause. I was like, I'd be down for that. That'd be fun.
Absolutely, and let's be honest. I mean, it's way better than if we had like Jen do it or Sean or.
We got South Dakota, North Dakota, of course, Wisconsin joining us, and Ashland and I believe it's a Eau Claire. I think that's how you say that, but that one I'm a little bit.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Boy, do they have some good names here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Economawalk.
Yeah, Economo walk blew me out of the water.
Is there, I can't even say it's something's was. Yeah, there's a numerous was something. And anyway,
Well, so far Chad's been doing a good job of kind of putting his foot in the ground and saying, "Hey, don't cross this line over here," and has been really chucking away at this. But Nikki's been able to kind of stick to this one, keep it within striking distance. When does Chad take his shot? I really feel like once you get a trip, you can take a swing. God, I'm so smart.
are you?
No. No, it should be a great day, right? We're on day 3 of coverage here at the Filthy Assassin Throwdown, and we've been spoiled with so much highlights. You know, we can talk about turnout one way or another, but the players that are here are performing, and that's what matters. As Will just can't get over the fact about the badge.
I keep getting dinged here.
So Chad approaching the point lead here. I do like that he started on this go because, again, he can take 2 darts to close. He only took 1. Oh, but don't stay on the 15 there because it gives her an opportunity with 1 trip now to swing at your 18s. First dart's great, right? If you hit a single, you stay there, get the close. Then you go back to point. If you close on 1, you get 1 dart at the 15, not 2. And that's why she got the point lead back. 30-point difference now means that he has to hit this 4 mark, at least 2 18s to get the point lead back.
At least he's making it really interesting here, but you've got to collect. You've got to collect right now.
Yeah, just staying on the 15 that previous turn is really costing because now she can attack.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, he's already been on the against the wall in this leg and kind of has stood a fighting chance, but don't think it's going to be for very long.
Yeah, I mean, to the window, to the wall. Till the darts go down the hall. But didn't get punished. So this could be a moment here. Still needs 2 18s to regain that point lead, though. If he trips the first dart, you go for 2 15s. Has to work it in. One thing about his throw that the camera doesn't even really show, but you can kind of presume, he has a very big loft to his dart. He kind of pushes his dart almost up in the air, and it kind of has a high glide and falls into place. Something hard to do. Look at Chad. He's having a laugh. He's like, come on, really? He's so close to finding the 18. He just is going high or low on that first dart and not really getting clean look. Now, Nikki here pops these 2 18s, right? 2 big singles, gets that close. Just don't want to go high or low on this first dart because it makes the shot a lot more dangerous. That's the low. But she collects on the trip to recover and back to the 15s. Finds a trip 15. Nikki Henshaw
That was big.
That was huge.
That was big. This essentially closes the door here, or at least leaves it maybe a crack open.
I mean, he needed pretty much perfection, right?
Yeah.
So it does a good job, especially because you have to level the expectations for the fact that this is the open singles. I think that was a massive shot there. First dart goes high. I bail out. Bail out. Bail out of there. Yeah, she does on the last. We'll see here. 4 mark gets him the point lead. He's like, oh, man. I really want to get this.
Oh, yeah. We do have another match on board at number 1 as well, so just let you know.
Here's a swing. Maloney double would have went in. I'm just kidding. And now she has a shot for a 4 mark back, right? 115 for 2 16s. Oh, it might stay. Yep. Now, last dart you should have taken a look, but that first dart was so pretty. You should only shoot 1 dart at the 16 when you in that shot anyways. But you got the 7 mark there, and that's massive in this situation. 103-point difference is pretty scarily high of a lead. And he just pops the 15 saying, go ahead, hit the 3 singles here.
That's essentially what she should do. Just go ahead and 1, 2, 3 and be done with it. If you snag the triple, great.
Well, it's also just he left himself an opportunity for 6 bulls. I mean, it's a toughie. It's an opportunity, and now an even better opportunity because the close didn't happen.
Yeah.
This is huge.
2 big triple 16s will give way to him, and Oh yeah, that's a stinker.
Needs to close the bull, or gets the bull amount down, right? Needs at least one more 16 here.
You think Nikki forgoes the 16s no matter what now and goes right to the bull?
No, you have the point lead. Make him have to hit 4 bulls here by hitting 2 16s. Hopefully you hit 2 16s and get at least one bull, make your shot even easier.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm absolutely certain about that because someone won our match. Wasn't you. Oh, no, but that's the problem. You have to close.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They can get a little pressure back behind you on that one. But it's a smart move to go ahead and try to close. I mean, you have to.
If I ever have an opportunity in a match to make sure I have the point lead going into the bulls with no other numbers available, I will take it, even if it's just 1 point. 4 bulls is just harder than 3. You can deflect out of that double so easily on the bull. Oh, and she's definitely frustrated towards the tail end of this leg here. She pops the 16, it would leave her 5 bulls, which is really far from ideal. And then goes low on the last start. Some great comments here in chat. Andy Douglas saying, "Hey, Will Stewart, how's it feel to lose to Nick last night?" Oh, don't ask him that, guys. He already feels bad enough.
Andy, don't comment with your 2.20 average, okay?
Ryan Mooneyham saying, "Team Nick, Stewart cheated." Oh, sorry, I read it backwards. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, gosh, you can't. It's not like the PDC just changes their format mid. Oh, nope. We don't like the way this is going. We're going to go ahead and make this loser start so you can come on back.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Nikki finding 5. Gets her back within 2 bulls and puts a lot of pressure on Chad to close this game out here.
And what a leg here. Round number 21. We've had quite the roller coaster ride of up and down moments here. Chad, round 4, he had nothing going his way, and all of a sudden, he's got this advantage, needs 2 bulls.
And here's the thing. He should have started on the bull. He already has 1 here. At least throw the first serve. If it misses there, but then bail.
And now you came up with nothing.
Yeah, and now she just needs 2 bulls and a single 16 here. Drill the 2 bulls first, though. Good marker. Use it. Pops the 16 on the last. So it's 2-2 on the bulls here. Prodigy in chat saying hashtag Team Nick. Thank you, guys. And drills the double. And Chad, you made it stressful on the previous turn by not just doing that. We know you could.
Wow, and I that's a tough one for Nikki, knowing that she had that big advantage and kind of let Chad crawl back into this match. Granted, he had a big 9 mark in this.
It was just as much as she let up as he raced this game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was the combination of both as she does say, you know what, I'm kind of pissed. I'm going to start off with a 5 mark here.
I am going to go ahead and say it is Jeremy Byrne and
Cody Cottrell.
Cody Cottrell, yep, on that other board. But, we started off here, and this is a great matchup, so I think we're just going to keep it away. Sorry, Jeremy, our commentator that had too much mustache in the mic last night.
To clarify, Jeremy Byrne, not Ron Jeremy.
He definitely is not. Definitely is not.
Sorry.
Looks exactly like him, but definitely is not. All right.
Might be related. We're waiting on the test results.
Don't look that up, kids.
Don't look. Yeah, that's true.
Like, just don't.
Justin Hightower, you're banned.
Nikki.
Yes, this is alternating start, by the way, guys.
Oh, this is proper format? Just making sure.
Is it proper?
Is it proper format? Yep. This is alternate start.
Listen, I would have still won if you went first every leg.
Once again,
in an all cricket format.
Once again, thanks for joining us, folks. We definitely appreciate it. William Stewart, Nick DeShera here, live from Sturtevant, Wisconsin at the Fountain Banquet Hall. Reminder of today's events, we've got this singles cricket bracket, which has just really gotten started. Some appetizing matches going to be happening here in the near future. We got mixed doubles cricket happening at 3 p.m., and then 7 p.m. we have women's triples as well as men's triples. And then tomorrow we've got some more action as well. But, you know, this is day number 3 of our coverage, and it's kind of scooted along here, hasn't it?
Yeah, scooted along for sure. It's just been a good time, right? I mean, we've been having a lot of fun. Every time you're in a Wisconsin dart hall, it doesn't matter what dart hall it is in Wisconsin, the amount of passion and love for the game is just in the air. It's palpable, right? I mean, you go to a Florida dart tournament, you're like, oh, man, another Kenny Doyle Invitational. And then you go to a Wisconsin dart tournament, you're like, oh, everyone's just here happy playing darts. It's nice.
Nikki closing the 18s here with 2. Back for points for more. She's got a 160-point advantage with 2 houses her way.
And the entire time she's thinking, man, if I just close those 16s, I'd be up 2-0 right now. So dramatic. Sorry, guys. Will Stewart dramatically picked up my bag of chicharrones I left out.
Get those out of here. I want to smell bacon right now.
That's not true. Who doesn't want to smell bacon? Good closing the 17s from Nikki here, and you can see Chad right now.
Yeah, very visibly upset.
He's going to always be very emotive, but he's one of those players I saw when he was playing on Thursday in the draw. He'll implode and then immediately start laughing and get himself right back out of it. We are live on 4 different platforms here, USA Darts on Facebook and YouTube, and Eagle Eye Sports on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure to support Eagle Eye Sports. Give them a follow, give them a like. There's going to be a lot more weekends of coverage to the point where we're sometimes going to be at 2 different events at the same time. We've already seen that with Witch City and Rockford for the bull shooter coverage and other events as well. So just follow our other platform, and you'll be able to catch all the action.
Yeah, we're gonna just keep bringing it to you, and we got more events coming. It's gonna be filthy, just like this event, Filthy Assassin Darts. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. You really want to stay tuned. I think we're gonna be moving towards 5 days a week at least.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nuts.
We're scarily close, especially because I'm now a world famous Grandboard streamer. I'm just kidding. That will not be on USA Darts or Eagle Eye Sports.
He's trash, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder of that.
Says second place. And 1 ball away from Nikki getting a 2-1 lead in this format here. And you can see it is a little bit of a shutout here for leg number 3. But it's almost one of those things, like if you're Chad, you have to just kind of laugh it off a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know that you still have a leg in the format. It's alternating starts, so you'll get it to start the next leg as well no matter what happens here. Just kind of shrug it off and be like, you know what? The girl got it that one. She just played solid darts, and I fell a little bit short, and that's okay.
We're all going to have those legs here and there that creep in.
Everybody has those legs. Everybody has those days.
Well, not Lieutenant Dan.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, I get movie references, guys. I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, you got 1.
How about a 7 mark there from Chad? He said, I'm going to make up for all the points I didn't get the last leg by getting more in this one. Good stuff. And that's a good showing of having a short memory, right? That's what that is. Good answer, though. Finds 4. Now, with Chad on this shot here, it's really tricky. If you start the 19, you just don't want to get pot committed. Get away from it. Missed the last start, but that's the right switch. And I say pot committed because if he spends all 3 darts hitting singles and he doesn't get the close, it just gives her a better opportunity. Now, granted, the point missed, but it was still the right shot. Now, she gets a swing if she wants it. She decided to stay. Oh man, Hannah liked that one.
It was the Lieutenant Dan that really got you, wasn't it, Hannah?
No, it was me singing Hannah Montana that got Hannah.
Oh, that's
For
what it is.
sure.
That's what it is.
I know my fans.
Is this what dreams are made of?
Oh,
You're
Willie
welcome.
Stewart.
You're welcome. To the 20s, tried to close him. Was not able to. She drifts into the 1. So, Chad, what do you fancy here? A triple and you take the look?
This is the open bracket we're looking at here. The 45 cap is also going on, and we also have, of course, our pro bracket here.
Yeah, it does look like they ended that match over on board number 1. We figured this was going to be a good one to start our stream on because, you know, these guys are ready. They were kicked off. The other guys weren't even at the boards yet, and we've seen what Nikki's capable of, and this is the having 3 different brackets, not sex orientated, I should say, is kind of appetizing to me. I like that. I like that the ladies are getting, you know, thrown in the mix here on the with the men, and why not?
Well, that's one of my favorite things about the PPD, right? Is that all their events are not gendered.
Yeah.
I really do think that we're starting to get to a point where gendered events are going less and less common, other than maybe occasional singles formats and stuff like that. But I think a lot of times if you just do average caps, just base it off ability rather than gender, I think is a great direction going forward. As I know for a fact, I've seen women that can throw just as good, if not better, than the guys.
Yeah, and that's what I like. You know, get to see this. Oh, I know. It's gonna go. It's gonna be a thing now, Garrett.
You like it, Garrett? You like it, professional commentator Garrett Rakowski? Sorry, Garrett just saw my response.
He just poked his head and was like, I like this, and just dying laughing. We're going to have some fun with it, that's for sure.
Guys, we just want to have a good time. That's literally it. If you guys ever wonder, like, man, do they take their job seriously? Do they do this? First off, yes, we do. Second off, there's something we have to do to keep our spirits high, especially when week in, week out, away from the family. You, for me, my cat Fred, very similar levels of trials and tribulations. And so we just try to have fun and try to hopefully transpire that fun to you guys back at home.
You really ever get a opportunity to – because I'll be one that says it straight up. I don't play when I'm streaming because I don't feel it's right. I'm there for a job.
Exactly. For every tournament that we play, our occasional blind draw, there's 12 tournaments in between where we don't play at all.
Oh, yeah. More than that for me.
And never official events for majority of the stuff. The Bullshooter Tour last year with me, I know, was a little different, but this year, you're not going to really see that for me.
Yeah.
And if we do play an event, it's because we're not streaming said event. I know you always try to make at least one event a year. You'll, in the past, you've gone to like the Air Cap Open or something. For me this year, it's the Buckeye Open. But otherwise, I mean, we really do come to work. And when you see us laughing, having fun content, it is still laughing and having fun. But I will say the best part about that fun content is you guys are also hilarious in your comments. Have been killing us. We keep getting notifications on our phones and everything.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's awesome.
All right,
back
Nikki,
to the match.
Yeah, she's got to make a stand here on the 17s. Needs a triple to take that look at. Ooh, how about that? Opens up the 15s as well.
Just the 4 mark there. Gets the point lead pretty significant, though. It's going to be interesting about when Nikki takes this opportunity, because in matches where we're looking at... Hold on. Oh, catches the wire. In other matches where you're looking... We commentate a lot of like 5-0 versus 5-0 type of gameplay. You're like, okay, well, if you get a trip and a single in the first 2 darts, you go up there and try to pop the 20. That's not going to be the same type of strategy here, right? You want to play nervy, close darts. You're expecting both players to hang in the mid-3s to 4s. Right now, you're just trying to play what's most comfortable to yourself and force errors out of your opponent, which is what we've seen from Chad to Nikki and Nikki back to Chad. And right there, that was a heck of a deflection. She finds an 8 mark. How about that? I will say the first third trip, I was like, okay, well, you go up and hit 2 single 20s right there. She stays down, and that was a crazy deflection to still collect an 8. Good shot there from Nikki.
Well, kill shot on the 20s incoming.
Yeah, now you start at the 20s instead.
You need to go ahead and take him out.
She's playing with fire.
She's going up now.
But that's playing with fire.
Yeah,
you didn't give yourself the extra dart.
Go ahead and give yourself 3, especially with the 2 houses your way.
Exactly.
I think that's where you start on the 20s.
Exactly. Because now, Chad, if I'm him, I'm like, oh, dude, I didn't expect to throw this number
This is
again. I'm going to load it.
It's kind of a reassurance. It's like, oh, maybe I do got a shot.
Didn't cost much.
You're back in the gutter.
It's okay. I'm always in the gutter when I bowl.
No kidding, buddy. That's why bumpers, you use them, don't you?
I morally can't accept it.
You're one of those guys that purposely puts up the bumpers just to go rattle them off each other.
That is pretty fun. I do like pinball. She does get the close on the last start there. But is that going to be costly? Because she didn't get a chance to add on to the points or take away the 16s here. Oh, he went real high on that dart. And you see how much he had to move over to feel comfortable. Doesn't collect here, and this could be the final moments of this leg. Now, Nikki's guy is saying let's get a little bit more points, but 3 single 16s guarantees the leg just about. Boom. Boom. That will work. She has 3 houses, a 29-point lead, and a single bull here, meaning 5 bulls from Chad needed to regain the point lead. There's one. You can see, again, that big arc in the dart. Your release point has to be almost perfect every time when you have a very large arc in your dart. The more you snap your dart, the later your release is. It's the straighter line, less of an arc, which isn't for everybody. That dart looks to be in the bowl. Is it not in the bowl? No, it was a single 13. All right.
Or don't lie. I'm just kidding.
Hey, listen, I cheat. The board might cheat. Who knows?
No kidding. Cheater, pumpkin eater over here. All right, put this one to bed here, Nikki, for the 3-1 scoreline and the win here in this matchup to kick off our coverage on Saturday.
And these ladies aren't afraid of no stinking boys, although good stuff from Chad there. And you can see immediately goes up, handshake, and smiles, and looks like Ron and Cody are still playing.
Maybe they definitely left, so maybe they thought
they got thirsty.
There was something, maybe they thought they were done, and it was not the case. There we go. Let's kick it on over here.
Do you know what's interesting about we'll see after this leg exactly where they're at in this. Actually, no. It looks like they're manually playing the games on league mode. So
they had to have thought something was over or something wasn't quite right.
But I will say, Cody Cottrell, he throws with number 7s on his fit flights. By the way,
really,
number 7s, number 7s in carbon. By the way,
wow,
which is crazy. I'm like, when you get it that long, it just can snap. It wouldn't even be the carbon's fault. But yeah, it looks like Cody Cottrell from Ohio gets it done. I once went in an Uber with that man in Houston, Texas, and I was a changed man after.
Once.
All righty. Well, you got to see it. I like that we switched just in time to see the last 3 darts of Jeremy lose.
Pretty much.
Oh, Jeremy. No booyah today. But we'll get our next matchup over here in just a moment. What are you thinking, Will?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to go ahead and do a quick ad run. Sorry for the lack of them. It looks like I lost a few just in transition somehow. So we'll get these updated as soon as possible with some more ads and what have you. But, yeah, we'll get these add to the mix, and then we'll come right back with some more action because we got a long day of cricket coming your way. So I hope you're ready for it.
Boom! Quick acting and acting.
Good job, Nick. I'm proud of you. As he had no idea what I was saying, and then finally admitted it last night. He's like, "Dude, what do you say after the boom thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, here's John Madden. Let him tell you."
Can I tell you what it sounded like? I'm just real quick for the chat. Boom! That's all I was hearing.
Boom! Tough acting and acting. All right, we'll be right back.
is the greatest darting force on the planet. Bullseye. Oh, we got one. The fish has been landed. We know he's too good. The world number 1, world champion. Incredible stuff.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Here we go, back for more darts in the Filthy Assassin Throwdown here. This should be a great one as we're getting a proper look now at Cody Cottrell. We didn't get a chance to see him too much other than the last 3 darts, so we'll get a chance to look at him here from Ohio, going up against Matt Jenks here. This should be a good one. I am Nick Teixeira, joined by William Stewart here for this call.
William Stewart, that was a little weird, but okay.
I'm always a little weird, bud.
All right, bud.
Here we go. Should be a good one. Yeah, I was mentioning it briefly towards the end of that last match. He already throws a pretty long barrel. I believe it's like, I didn't measure it, but I would assume around like a 55 millimeter in length at least. And then has a number 7 carbon fiber fit flight shaft. That is an incredibly long dart. Like, they're on Night Cannon level of long dart almost. It is kind of crazy to see. But Cody, trying to get himself fired up and loosened up. But he even like made a joke. He's like, "Would you guys make fun of me on the stream?" I'm like, bro, you think you were getting on the stream over Nikki? And he's like, fair enough. He's like, that's good to hear. And I was like, we only saw the last 3 darts. And he's like, well, that's even better to hear. I didn't miss those. So sounds like he's trying to get settled. He's one of those up north, like Ohio pros. I refer to him as like one of those journeyman pros, right?
Yeah.
You see him in tournaments. He normally will never go 2 and out. He also doesn't always win that big title. And he's a threat in the bracket time and time again, right? When you go over to the Pro Tour over in Europe, there's so many of these pros that may not make the big stages consistently, but are consistently playing in these big tournaments. That's kind of like what we see out of someone like Cody Cottrell. Matt Jenks, also an experienced journeyman in the darts community as well. Been playing around for quite some time. No way. Is that real? No way.
Hold on. Hold on. We're going
Hold on.
mute.
Hold on.
All right, we're back. We're done. That's fake news. I'm done with it. He doesn't even know, too, because he just said, yeah, we all know loser start is not how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go alternate start. Well, bud, that's because your video was wrong.
All I care about is Cody Cottrell taking out the bowl.
He is doing it, man. He did it right there. And I mean, it's a 3+ here, 3, 6, 7 overall. I know Matthew's got a little bit more in the tank here. So Matthew Jenkins, I'm expecting some fireworks here in this leg from him.
Oh, certainly both of these guys have a lot more in the tank here. And I give Jenks some stuff every now and then because he's one of those talented shooters that he will go, and if you watch him off the stream board, he is tearing stuff up, and then sometimes he gets to the stream board and just gets tight. He just needs to loosen up a little bit, play his game to his ability. Barrett Winchester in the chat saying, I'd like to thank you, Will, and Nick. I enjoy waking up to some darts. Enjoy the live stream and all you guys put into it. We do appreciate that. Jokes aside, we are still friends, I think. Good 6 mark there from Cottrell. So now Matt will have to go ahead and at least grab a trip 20 first. I want to see him get settled here. I really want him to stay up, and even if he gets a 4 mark, I really want to see him stay up for 6. Unless he gets blocked, of course. He can still get to the right side of that bed. Good shot there from Jenks. Just a reminder, guys, there's 3 brackets running. Bracket link has been posted in chat. We'll go ahead and get it posted again here in just a little while. Cricket Singles Pro, Singles 45 Cap Cricket, and Cricket Singles Open will be your 3 different options here for brackets. So Nikki is playing in the Open. This is a pro matchup that we're seeing here. So now Matt stepping up with the point lead here. We'll see how he shoots this. Again, I would prefer him to do a stay, get settled here. And you can see he pulls that first dart and then goes up. Get that first confidence-building dart, man. Because look at that. You collected 6. I might be in timeout, guys. I might be in timeout. David L said I'm in timeout.
And it'll be just me the rest of the day, guys.
Matt stepping up to the line.
Here we go. Matt Jenkins. Promising stuff from him early in this match. Or early in this leg, I should say. He'll go 20s, 19s. He scrambles down there, tries to get it, but an unfortunate go. All right, I'll let you back in, Nick, I guess. Just trying to at least have some fun with it.
And then you realized that you would have to commentate by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, Cottrell collects. Good shot there from Cody. Finding a 9 mark there, and really that's the only way you can shoot, though. You have to find the 6 on the 19th first. Big shot there, and Cody gives a little dance for it, too. If you guys are curious, he only listens to NSYNC in his headphones. That's something he told me. Actually, just in jokes aside, we were talking about music earlier when the players were warming up and the music wasn't on the hall yet. He's like, can you play some smooth jazz? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like some Kenny G or something. Can you get like some smooth jazz going? He's like, I like it because like it just throws off everybody else, and I don't mind listening to some jazz. I have headphones in anyways. So that's Cody Cottrell for you guys. Good 5 mark there to follow up his 9, but Matt staying in this one. First start trip, gets the point lead back, and will get him an opportunity. You see in the 18, I'm telling myself I have to hit at least 4 before I can swing the 19 here. There's 3. He might swing? Yeah, he does swing. And the reason that you say to yourself, I must hit 4 before I swing, is based around the idea that I'm only going to take 1 dart here at the 19. That's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm going to take 1 dart at it. If it hits, it hits. If it misses, it misses, right? Now, Cody here, on the other hand, I don't like that shot selection. He had a single 19, had the point lead, could have just popped 2 18s. He already has the mark. That's the difference between those 2 shots. Is that 1 mark on that number or not to get the go-ahead on the 5?
Can I just state something for the record here?
No one cares from second place.
Braden Evans has never freaking beat me, so he's chalking a lot of jive in this chat for somebody that gets whooped up on me.
Braden Evans, you are now a moderator in chat. We support your messaging.
I'll be down there in Lawton just to put you in your place, Braden.
Oh, look at this. Cottrell again. He hit a 9 mark, now an 8 mark.
That's
with a patented Cottrell double.
Fantastic round there. Kind of puts Jenkins in an uneasy place, going 16s and needs 6.
Here we go. Jenks on the setup here. Got to stay true. Again, trip here gets the point lead. Now you have to stay. Pair minimum on the turn here. Cody, I would prefer him to start 17. I would trip 17 and then a 16 or a 15. It's a little too close.
Pat it a little bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Pat it a little bit more and then go.
Okay.
Does it with the last.
I like it. The only reason you swing on the second dart there is because if you hit it, then you can just go ahead and grab the 15s, but that's even better. Good shot there from Cottrell.
Just want a little bit more distance.
the difference is, look at the body language on these guys. Jenks looks uncomfortable. Cody looks like he is just having a heck of a time listening to NSYNC here.
Thank you, Paul. About three circle X's to be exact.
I'm not allowed to argue with Paul Rogers. He gave me cookies, even if I didn't eat any.
Just closes those bulls on them. Go ahead and get rid of them. If you can't close them, Matthew, you're in a predicament. So should be 2-0. So we're going to throw those bracket links for you into the chat. Did you do organizer or?
I did organizer.
Okay, yep. And then that makes it easier with the tournaments
And if
on challenge.
Yeah, on challenge.
Challenge.
I like how I got you doing it. If you look at the brackets link in a chat, guys, just know those progress bars at the side are the easiest way to identify the ones. The ones that are in progress currently have a little bit of green, not all green. As a 4.9 from Cody Cottrell is a lot more of what I would expect to see out of him, around the 4.5 to 4.9 range. And a 4.2 from Jenks. He did increase his game. He didn't increase it enough. It's alternating start, so Cody gets the start here in this 2-0 situation.
Yeah. It'll change eventually. Calm down.
Good 5 mark there from Cody Cottrell.
Calm down. It's all right. Take a moment.
That's a good 5 mark there. Guys, Will and I swear we're friends.
No, we're not.
Oh.
We're not. Not anymore. Yeah, this is a spot now for Jenkins.
That's a clue into the mental there.
I think I know what it is. He's not wearing his USA Darts hat. What are you doing, James?
He does have the patch on his shirt. Or the patch built into the shirt.
Yep, he does.
Yeah, no, you can kind of clearly see where the mentality is at with the fact that Cody Cottrell just goes ahead and gets a 3 in the bed there. Jeez Louise there. That he didn't even try the 19s. He went right up to the 18s there, didn't get a successful close, and then popped to the 20s. Cody said, that's fine with me, and betted the 19s. This has to be a frustrating moment for Matt right now. He is a talented shot in a tough situation. Steven, it's only loser start when I say so.
Yeah, it's alternate start here in this one. The way last
Cody's
night's match was
feeling it
supposed
right
to
now.
be.
Cody's
This is
All of them.
swayed in his favor, and the confidence for Matt's got to be pretty low right now. Just that single 18. Can he find the triple? He cannot. So, yeah, this should be Cody close out the 18s, maybe grab the 17s here, and move on about your business.
He likes to start with the closes on the bottom numbers. And now single 18, Cody Cottrell.
What?
No, it's just the way you rolled your eyes after looking at chat. I don't think you realized you did it.
I just moved right over here.
It was funny. I liked it. Paul Rogers does say a great comment there. Will is the OG. How soon they forget. That's true. That is true.
You guys also forget Nick's been playing. I haven't touched my darts for other than the review probably in 3 months. I don't have time to do that stuff anymore.
Imagine losing with your own line of barrels.
Yeah.
On the
Too
rematch,
bad.
I'll use your barrels.
Too bad. Fun stuff. Fun fact, it's not even the barrels. They're the ones I've had for 4 years.
Did you just admit to not throwing your brand new line of darts?
Yep.
Cringe.
If I would have remembered to bring them
That's also fair.
and pack them,
That is fair.
because let's be honest, that's the last thing on Will's mind.
I will say, my darts that I was throwing, I got at the Whammo 2023
Yeah,
from Booyah Darts.
This is over probably right now, 3-0 in Cody's favor. Bull, trip 15. I'm surprised he didn't collect it.
I also think it's the part of the, hey, I just hit the big shots, and the adrenaline's calmed down a little bit, knowing that the finish line's bound to be crossed. Even with a bet here from Matt. Does get it there.
He does. He does. I mean, that's a big round at the board.
101 points. He needs a 6 mark before popping the 15.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have 3 numbers in the bull,
You-
so you
you could
pop
start.
no matter what, you just close the 15 here. Yeah, he's gonna get the points first and pops the 15. No, not quite. Yeah, you lost. He also aimed at the triple. You can see where the dart was. He only needed a big single, and Matt's laughing at him. He's laughing at him and gave him a fist bump. Happy birthday, John Ross. Congrats on turning 35. Brayden, you just said, but you couldn't even beat Nick Teixeira. Like, first off, that's an insult to both of us. Hold on, you're not making any friends here.
Brayden forgets his 2.5 average he's got on a steel tip board, and reality's going to hit him right in the face in Lawton. I get it. I mean, I guarantee you.
And here's the game. Cody Cottrell gets it done there, 4.88. And Jenks, look at that. See, and I love Matt for this reason. He is always one of the most positive guys, even when he's mad at his darts, even when he was feeling a little uncomfy.
You have to be.
He is absolute sportsman there, and he played a lot better in that last leg. He started to loosen up. Good stuff from him altogether. That's a good 3-0 win.
And he's one of the new guys in the room, too. I mean, he wasn't here for the previous couple days. We're seeing a few of those. I think Scott kind of rolled in last night, if I'm not mistaken. So
Dan Burke.
Yeah, exactly. Dan Burke as well. I do know, I found out, I knew there was a tournament around the area somewhat this weekend, and I forgot. And Darts for Kids is down in Illinois. So
Yeah,
that's
a big one.
That would be probably pulling a few people, as well as TSC next weekend, as well as NATO. So, but no, we're gonna keep it rolling here, folks. I don't know who won that Scott Nicky match. I'll go ahead and check on that one and see. We can probably maybe check the bracket out, but I think they haven't gone up there and
they haven't
notified
scored it
them
yet.
So
Yeah, they have not scored it.
we won't be able to see off that. But alrighty, we'll continue the action here, folks. Cricket. That's what we got for you. Boy, everybody loves some cricket as well. We probably are more viewed event when it comes to streaming.
And honestly, let's be real, it's where I commentate better. So I do like it as well because I can actually tell you decent strategy for once. 0-1, I'm garbage.
We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. William Stewart, Nick Teixeira. Gosh, dang it. This is a Teixeira thing. All righty, we'll be right back with more. Alrighty, sorry for the delay there. Wanted to make sure we were correct on who we had up here. I didn't honestly had to look and check and make sure I was correct for Paul here. So Paul versus Trisha, and where we're at in the bracket. This is the first round of the losers side. So unfortunately, these two took a dip early stages. As this is your open bracket, so this will be a best of 2 out of 3 here for this event. As we'll have to make that adjustment on our scoreboard. There we go. Good shot for Paul of a 6 mark. 280 plays 171 here. Again, thanks for choosing to join us today for our broadcast. We know there's going to be lots of stuff going on, well, including college football right now. That's a big deal, especially in this neck of the woods. I know that one. Got a good back and forth between Trisha and Paul. Looks like Trisha unfortunately lost to Zach Z in the first round. For Paul, it was Paul M who bested him. Unfortunately, we don't have full names there on challenge. Does still have those 20s, but I'd be quick to close the 17s and then try to go for the 18s here. See, I would have taken my last start and shifted over to the 18s just because you have a significant lead here, to be fair. Go ahead and take that shot. That one dart on the 20s doesn't really matter as much. Trisha does find a 5 mark. Yeah, just go on about your business here, Paul. On to the 16s, over to the 15s. Shut them down, no, don't stop. Pretty much. Trying to make this 1-0 scoreline early stages. So a little reminder as well. 3 different brackets going on, 45 cap open as well as our pro side. Does look like Scott M did beat Nikki Hinshaw in that previous round. Waiting on Chad I or Zach Z in the semifinals of the winner's side. This is a 4.10 for Paul to take the first leg here. Take a quick look at the pro side as that one's moving pretty good as well. It looks like Cody C is waiting on Harold or Scott. Garrett Rakowski already on the into the semifinals of the winner's side. Waiting on Alex or Eric P. So Alex Spellman, Eric Phillips there in that matchup. So waiting on the winner there, and I'm going to go ahead and circle that and say, yeah, just go ahead and put that on the stream if we can. I'll try to make that one happen. Actually, as we speak, since I got Nick back, I may go run up there and see if we can get that one. 45 cap. This one's actually our furthest bracket along, and that's because there's only 8 players in this one. Tommy P and Ginny. That is your king-queen seat, your hill match there. I should say that one. That's already taking place on board 18. And Jamie Joe already sitting in that 4th place position. So they're cruising and bruising there.
Yeah, it seems like it's definitely been moving along quick here, and looking forward to seeing how these brackets and storylines continue to develop across everything here. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the showings that we're getting from the different brackets have been incredible. Look at this. Finding a 7 mark to answer as Romero's been on the attack in this leg here. Really not letting up at all. We see her have a good run last night with Garrett Rakowski. Look at this. Wasting no time. Finds the Cobra combo. 16-15s on to the Bulls. And so Paul here just going to try to make a stand. One of the interesting storylines from the open bracket, we started our day with Nikki Henshaw. In the next round, she played the showman named Scott, and she came up to me as soon as that match was over, and I was walking out there just before this one got going, and she said, you got to try to get that guy on stream. And I was like, well, why do you say that? She's like, he beat me three straight, which is one way or another, but the way he plays is just so utterly confident. He was going for some of these really aggressive shots, and I looked at her. I was like, well, you have a point-heavy strategy, so taking aggressive closes and trying to knock you off your kilter might be a good strategy. And she's like, absolutely it was, and he was throwing pretty good. You're probably going to see him, so looking forward to seeing that. Romero here 2 Bulls away from getting a leg on the board. Doesn't quite collect yet, but no harm, no foul from the situation here, as 4 Bulls is needed from Paul to collect and to get to the point lead, which is going to be the main goal of everything going on here, right? Finds the Bull. Stay true just in case, and that's a good double. 10-point difference here puts the pressure a little bit back on Trisha. I say a little bit. You know, the 4-number advantage is still huge. So really, the game plan for Paul is hope she doesn't take it out first. And she does, so it doesn't matter as she goes ahead and pops that one with a 4.20.
Ooh.
The funny number.
Okay, Nick.
You came back just in time. I was being so professional that whole time.
Sure you were,
I
buddy.
was. Ask Chad.
Sure you were.
So-
Nick, professional? No.
I know how to class it up. Hashtag man of the people. So what happened out there? You just went out there and started yelling at people?
Yeah, it looks like Eric and Alex have not played yet, but I potentially circled the Spellman Phillips winner to play Garrett Rakowski. We circled that match as one to kind of, hey, if we have a board open, go ahead and place that on there. That's definitely a good matchup. And then also, you know, looking at the 45 cap, I said your other board should probably be reserved to finish that 45 cap because it looks like you're really in a spot of you're going to decide a winner there rather than on the other end.
I don't know why they're going into a diddle here. It's only 1-1.
Yeah, it's best of 3 in the open bracket on the loser side.
Gotcha.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. And that was
I did not know this
that
was
was
a loser side matchup.
Yes,
I came in late.
exactly. This is the first round of the loser side, so that's where we were seeing that best of 3 instead of the best of 5.
No, that makes
Yeah,
makes for sure.
And I'll just reiterate that for everybody that doesn't know. Your pro brackets, best of 5 on the winners and loser side. Your open is best of 5, best of 3. And then your 45 cap is best of 3. So just to let everybody know, I know that can be a little confusing with multiple different formats for each event, but yeah.
I am curious your opinion on this, as you and I have gotten to a lot of tournaments and seen a lot of different formats over the last couple of years as well.
Okay.
What are your opinions on more tournaments starting to adopt a ladder style format? So keep the early rounds at best of 3s, then maybe after
yeah.
1 or 2 best of 5s, then doing an evolving bracket rather than having a winner side specific format, loser side specific format.
I think if you have one event going on, perfect. It makes sense. If you have multiple events on, no, keep the same format, because then it's just confusing. You're going to have multiple people coming up to you because you're announcing that, and it just causes the confusion because they hear something and they assume it's them. It's their event. So if you have numerous different events, keep it to one format throughout the duration of the event on both sides. If you're soft tip, one side if you're not. Now, if it's a single event, such as open singles cricket and then women's singles cricket, I would go ahead and you can do a best 2 out of 3 to open up. Maybe once you get to the semifinals, you do a step up to the best of 5, and then your finals you can do a 7, or you can get it 5-5. We see that a lot on the steel tip side of things.
Well, and now that the soft tip boards are starting to have pre-programmed formats in there, some of these revolving ladder formats will become more commonplace potentially, just because of the fact that when you see it on the board, it'll help you keep it organized and not get confused there. But yeah, just curious your opinion on that one. As I know there's always discrepancies of what's the best way to do it, and the correct answer is there is no best way to do it.
Yeah.
It is about what way you feel like is best for your players in that given tournament there.
Mike's saying, are we going to see a Netflix special down the road about this WWE type controversy? Maybe. You never know. But don't ruin that WWE Netflix for me. Don't say nothing about it.
Here's the thing. We're getting pretty close to having our own Wikipedia pages, and it might make it there.
You never know. It could.
Is Matt saying, Gemma and myself are back again from Saudi Arabia to watch our favorite dart stream. Yeah, they were tuning in while overseas over there in the UAE, and I love it. Love it.
Well, that's where they reside, so they mostly tune in from overseas.
But they just said back again tonight from. So, I read it wrong. Whoopsie. I didn't know that. And I was like, maybe they're like visiting back over here.
I think they're back in Thailand from Saudi, because they originally reside in Thailand, if I'm not mistaken.
Guys, we don't even know what we're doing anymore. This is a very close battle in this league. Both
Really
these players are kind of firing.
You can see Paul has the house advantage here, but Trish is firing on these 18s. Not anymore.
Yeah, here's the thing. You have an X to close to the 3 numbers. You play a risky shot at some point here and try to force a pressure move. You expect the 2 18s to go away here, though. Over to the 18s. One more single. Gets it done. Paul doing a good job here so far.
Just keeping that pressure on, just really make it interesting, especially going against throw.
She does find a 4 there to make a stand, but what I want to see out of Paul here is to continue to just take advantage of the marks. Like, I would rather him go 15 here. You have a mark on that. 2 marks gets the close, which means you can still have a dart in hand at the 16 while getting your 4th number up. Almost nobody can lose from a 4-number position, although he's not going to waste any time on the 16s. Grabs a 15. Denberg gives us a wave in the background there. That was terrible, Dan. Terrible. No, yeah, they moved. Yeah, so they moved permanently from Saudi to, or from Thailand to Saudi. So there we go. We're caught up, Matt.
Okay, there we go.
And no, not Rick and Gemma, Mike Lear. Matt Katara and Gemma. So different.
No,
different
definitely not those 2 legends of the area.
No, yeah, Rick and Gemma are still hanging around. Don't worry.
The Stupid Juice tournament there in the Quad Cities.
Oh, what can Trisha do on the Bulls? Needs 3 to close, 4 to get up. Yeah, and that might be all she wrote for Romero. Paul to put it in there. Working from that first start. Here's the thing. I think he was debating about pointing on that second dart. He stepped off the line, even though it wasn't in a blocking position. Have confidence. You can drill it there.
Okay, deal. Paul, gonna probably put this to bed here. I don't have a doubt in my mind, to be honest. I think it's definitely going his way.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing: if she hit the 4 bulls, you only get a 2-point lead. You expect him to hit single bull for a point. Her only route there was to hit 6 bulls, and you just don't bet on 6 bulls unless you're Will Stewart. It's not going to go. You've been hitting them a lot lately. I'm not going to lie. Your bulls have been pretty solid, but Paula gets it done. Beats out Trisha Romero, but she did win the mixed doubles last night. She can enjoy a little bit of time off today before getting into the mixed doubles cricket, as she's always a threat in the brackets. She is in. Andrew saying a great comment in here. I really think the best part of darts is all the different throw styles. I wholeheartedly agree. The unique flavor, flair, and style of every different dart player and how they approach the Aki is certainly incredible.
So we get figured out here, make the adjustments that we need to.
Yeah, this is going to be, it looks like Daniela making an appearance against Caleb here. This is going to be a loser's bracket match. Winner of this will play Nikki Henshaw in the next round of the loser's bracket here. So let's see how this one goes. She only needs to pop a bull and 2 15s here. And here's the bull. Uh-oh, got to get it. Doesn't go. You can see her jumping around.
Jump up, jump around. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that one, but all right.
That was great. I liked it. 1 bull here. Gets the point lead back. Here's a dart. And it doesn't go. Here we go. Will it go? This is nervy. This is nervy.
Oh, very nervy.
Now you have to pop your single 15. And you didn't do it. You got to get the 15 first, and she's smiling about it. She knows that it was yeah, I mean, don't be wrong. She's trying to end the game on this turn. She didn't want that to last any longer, but Caleb, single 15, gets the game done there. Daniela's going to be a little upset herself. You can see in the background. But, yeah, Caleb there does get the job done. That was a nervy, squirrely, hairy, gritty game, it seems. And looks like, does that bring it to a last leg decider?
Yes, it does. 1-1. So that really hurt. So that was for the match.
She's taking it out. She's like, there's the bull I was looking for. It's on the double right there. Good. That's what she was saying. And Caleb does not get the bull, so she will go first. A last leg decider. And again, your reward of winning this is to play Nikki Henshaw the next round. So have fun with that. Here we go. What does the filthy assassin have in store for us? Trip 20. Trip 20.
Ooh.
She went double bull to win the diddle and then 2 perfect darts into the start. Like, she is fired up, Will.
And why wouldn't she be? I mean, that's a clutch round there. And it forces your opponent down to the 19s. Got to collect on 6. Only 4. So does she attack this lower number early?
Oh, went for the double and just didn't get. Really, honestly, I can say she didn't get anywhere near it just based off how well she can throw. That was just not in the right realm. And this will be under attack. Caleb does the switch and finds the 7. Oh, we got a game, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see how quick Danielle's approaching the line here. She walks up there awfully quick. I'm a big fan of taking your time getting to the line. She just runs right up there, and I think it's because she's excited in this moment. I think she's feeling a little fiery. I think she's feeling good overall.
Yeah, some great darts there. 2 huge trip 18s to pull her out in front once again.
This time electing to stay. I don't mind the stay there, especially with the 19s versus 18s in this given battle. She's just going to continue to try to do work here on the 18s. Does find a trip. Needs to find at least one more. I meant to say single. There we go. 14-point lead. And you can see her and Caleb having a little bit of laugh as they both know that they're catching a little bit of heat here in the given moment. Is he going to take the look now? He is. And finds it again. Another one of those
Huge.
last start closes.
Huge round.
LDC, baby.
And this is the open bracket.
Oh, yeah. It's the open bracket. Open bracket, and again, reminder, folks, I mean, you got your pro cutoff is at 65 player rating, so you would expect these players to be around the 3-0 to 3-5 range, give or take, and they're just having a fiery leg. This is a great matchup here, and it's pressure makes diamonds, and this last leg decider is bringing out the best as we get another 7 mark there from Caleb. He's averaging a 6-0. She's shooting a 4-4. None of them are mad.
Magnificent stuff we're seeing here in this last leg decider of our open bracket, folks.
Of course she trips.
Oh. Once again, this is your Filthy Assassin Darts Throwdown here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin.
Getting filthy with it.
We are definitely getting filthy with it.
Oh, and Caleb, a little bit of a misstep there. Only a 1 mark on the visit. And again, you can see she's coming to line quick. Right now, she wants to keep her pace going. She does not want to stop throwing darts. And Caleb going a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical. Needs to drill this dart, though. Drops it low. Opportunity handed back over. Caleb, just start right at those 16s. Oh, no, he pulled that dart a little bit. You saw his hands. But he does collect on the not-so-Maloney double. It's the Mick double.
Ooh, McDouble.
Actually, wait, that's probably patented.
Don't you,
Trademark.
don't you, get me started on McDouble.
Finds a 5 mark. She's not happy. I don't think she was even going for the double there. But that's perfectly fine in the situation. You're trying to keep yourself and your run alive. It's incredible that these guys are in the loser's bracket. Here's your moment. You need to find 2 trips here. If you get in the first 2 darts, you get a swing at the 19s. 1 more trip. Finds 5. That's pretty good. 22 points. You're within a bowl. Oh, this is risky. Yeah, he finds the close. That was a huge risk. 41 point difference. If she gets at least 1 bowl here, close the 19s.
But look at her. 4-1, 4-3-3 here in this leg.
Yeah, this is awesome. Last one got away from her. I think with the pressure of the moment, I think if you find the 1 bowl, you just go down and pop, leave yourself 4 bowls. But Caleb, going to switch down. Only grabs a single 19 there. 60 point difference. 2 to close, 3 to get up. 5 bowl separation. No game shot on the table. Good marker 1. Oh, find 1 more. Does do so.
I don't know. I think Caleb here.
Yep.
I'm surprised he didn't at least take a look.
I'm not, and the only reason I'm saying that is just because his last attempt at the bowl the previous round were very, very much off the margins. And so I think he was just like, you know what?
You got to take one. You got to take one shot at
I
it.
agree that's probably the textbook shot. I'm just not surprised that he did it. And he's starting at the 19s again, and this time it will cost him.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's and here you go. 4 bowls and a single 19 away. She has a game shot now. Here we go. There's the bowl. Pop the 19. Oh, she really wanted that dart. Especially, again, he has no confidence in his bowls. That's why he keeps starting down there.
Yep.
He's going to start down there again.
And I have no confidence in general.
She can't
You
believe
only
it.
got
She can't
one
believe
dart.
it.
If I'm Danielle here, I'd go up and close the 19 right away. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. She's 2 bowls and 19. 2 bowls and a 19.
Close the 19. Close the 19 right now. Close it. This guy has no confidence at all.
And they were playing so well at the start of this leg, and it's getting squirrely towards the end.
It's like Will Stewart in cricket last night. Just take it
Pop
out.
the 19.
There you
She
go.
does get it. So now it's a 2-3 on the Bulls. We don't talk about Will Student for the record. Caleb. But this is one of those moments where it can help refocus you a little bit. Let's see if he's able to collect. Needs to settle that dart. Double bull. Almost. He doesn't get it. She's 2 bulls away.
You gotta take the shot
This
earlier.
is incredible.
Gotta take the shot earlier, and this very well, the 2 bulls is gonna end it if she can muster it.
She just
Look at
has
the
to focus.
329, 329.
She has to focus. This is a big moment. And she drills it in one dart there. Danielle, and they give each other a hug. Look at that. That's some love. And that was a great last leg decide. That was incredible. How are they in the losers bracket? That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was
but
great.
that's bittersweet if you're Caleb. I mean, come on now. You can't hammer about it, but yeah, you gotta attack that bull a little bit sooner, at least with a dart or two, and just chop at the tree essentially. But
I agree, and here's the thing: he will watch us back. And
Oh,
he-
yeah,
and he'll
yeah.
take that moment to be able to reanalyze himself, right? I mean, that's going to be the big difference.
I agree. As I think this is your 45 cap happening here. This is going to be your 4th place match, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll get this one posted up and underway.
Yeah, of course. We recognize Jamie Joe. That will be 7th to line. She did make sure to put on. Day 1, she had great socks. Day 2, she had no socks. She came up to me today. She's like, "I wore the cool socks. I got different ones today." So, Jamie Joe, Miss Cool Socks herself, going up against Chola, and that's Cody Cottrell's girlfriend / wife, probably wife. I should probably know that. Going up to line here.
All righty.
Yeah, great matches. Daniela does come out over top over Caleb. That was a phenomenal showing from the players there. So 45 cap. Needs to set expectations here, right? Let's look at what a 45 cap really means. If you're a 2.5 and a 20 point per dart, you're a 45 rated player. So these players are usually going to be somewhere around 2.5 and under on the seasonal average.
Yeah.
And really, what's a difference maker in a 2.5 cap? Because that's effectively what this is. One of the biggest things, and I will tell you at home, practice trips. 3 big singles just does so much for you in this format. If you go out there and you hit single 20, single 20, single 19, single 19, single 19, single 19, like shots like that win you more legs than anything else when you're looking at a cap like this. Like right here, I'm telling Jamie Joe, 3 singles, whichever one. I would have probably preferred her to do the 18s because you already have the 1 mark. Think about it from a stats point of view, right? If you're a 2.5 rated player, you have 1 mark on the 18, you're statistically likely to close those 18s versus the 19s there where you only have 0 marks, assuming you're going to hit 2 1 rounds, 3 the next. Math. Quick maths. 2 + 2 = 4.
Wow, you're smart.
Ever seen that video?
Mm-hmm.
The quick maths rep freestyle?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good talk.
YouTube videos
Jason-
for Nick. That's all he
Jason Alberts,
knows.
just please get in here, man.
That's all he knows is YouTube videos for Nick. No movies, just YouTube videos. Will, you ever seen this meme? Will, you ever seen... No, Nick, I watch movies.
Well, yeah, it says a lot. Last night, though, when you said, "We're the Costco guys. Of course we get the chicken bake." So I'm just saying, you're on the tick and the talk every now and again.
The hippity-hoppity.
Finds a double 18. Get a close on here. Does get the close on the 18s. Hip, hop, hippity, hop. And here, 2 big 18s does a lot. Well, does wonders. Nothing wrong with grabbing some points here. I'm totally okay with that. Defending your 20s and 19s. Honestly, and I will say this, there's times where you should just take more aggressive shots when you're looking at a cap like this. I prefer seeing a single 20, single 19 round. Closing 2 numbers in 1 round is huge, even if it's just 2 marks. Just going at the 18s here. Floats away. Can she resettle that dart? Pops the 20. I like it. 42-point separation here between these players. So Jamie Joe, will she start the 18s again? She does, but she keeps dropping that dart. Got to go back to 19s. Again, play the game of statistics. It's better to play a little bit more conservative, and a trip 19 is huge there. Do we know what leg this one's on?
This is first leg.
This is first leg? All right, perfect.
Yeah, so they're going to be – if you do see it is a 25-round limit. So we do want to state that pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, it is something that comes into play.
But that's a different than – I mean, we saw that we stated it in the earlier different event, sorry, as that was a 35-round cap. So a little bit adjusted here.
And I like the adjustment. I mean, I'll be willing to say I think 20-round limits are a little too short. I think 25 is the sweet spot for the average player, and 30 to 35 is pretty much good for practice. But otherwise, I mean, if you're getting to 30-plus rounds, sums up.
Yep.
Actually, I can tell you the last time I got to a 35-round game. You want to know?
When?
At the Bullshooter, Florida, the Arachnid people, we were all waiting for the blind draw to finish. All the main events were done. We ran an extra blind draw. We were waiting for it to finish, and so me and Rory Shanahan were going up against a couple other players and blah, blah, blah. And he got on the mic. He said, all right, guys, after this game is over here, everyone has to clear out the hall because we're about to close up for tonight. And I said, oh, after this game ends? He's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And I went for 35 rounds of points to make sure everyone got as many darts as possible in the hall that were still there. That was the last time I got 35 rounds. It was because I was trying to.
Think I've ever done that. No 35 rounds here. No, thank you.
Anything to keep the players happy. # man of the people. Pops the 19 there. I like the close. Now I try to get the close on the 17s here. You want to put a stop to Jamie Joe, as she's been having control this whole time. Oh, what a find. One more of those. That's all right, though. That's mission accomplished. You closed the points. You got yourself a number. Now, Jamie, again, by playing the law of averages here, you would expect her to only grab 2 17s. Doesn't get it, so take advantage. Now you're looking for 3 big singles here.
Let's see what she can do. Possibly collect on a biggie. Oh, right there.
That one got away from her just a little bit. And you can see, honestly, she has a pretty clean follow-through. But when she brings it back, she kind of, like, clicks the dart in her hand just a little bit there. And I don't know if she's pushing down or flicking her wrist up exactly. But that's where some of that inconsistency lies. And honestly, Jamie Joe, other than the fact that it gets a little bit to the side of her face rather than under the eye line for the dart pullback, there's really not many notes on a stroke like that. I don't mind it. It's a little quick rapid fire. But honestly, the mechanics from both these players are pretty solid bases to work off of. You know, I one of my favorite things to do, and I'll spend time with it, is just doing practice sessions, working on different player strokes, because those that can't do commentate, and I'm happy to help people work on their forms. Because God knows you shouldn't copy what I do.
No kidding.
At least I follow through.
Talk about forced throw.
For sure.
No.
For sure.
Hey, you know what? Let me work myself back into true form here. That follow through will be there. Trust me. Trust me.
It better be. You'll need it if you want to win.
Well, when you don't play ever.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah,
Mr. I play in DRTs and Grand Board Beats tournaments all the time now. Because I'm trying to be a player now, too.
I'm not trying to be a player. I just want to remind people that I can be a player.
Alex Spellman coming up on board number 2. That's going to be Alex Spellman versus Garrett Rakowski. Just to be upfront and honest, although this is a 4th place match, we know there's going to be some fireworks that happen in Garrett and Alex's match. So we're going to go ahead and put that one on the stream. We'll keep you updated no matter what happens on board number 1. But
and that's entirely fair.
We'd be dumb not to give you that match.
Well, and to give credit, I mean, one of the other mentalities is like we're looking at this 45 cap here. These players are fighting hard. This tournament's important to them. Their run's important to them, and
Yep.
we want to make sure when they're on the stream
Now.
that we can give as much coverage as possible. But at the end of the day, we also have to make sure to do our due diligence.
I will say, if this is a final, we're keeping it right here.
Oh no, absolutely.
Keeping it right here, no doubt, because it's important to try to give those finals as you can. Especially when it comes to some of those lower level or the 45 cap to be honest, that needs to be shown here and there, and then also the ladies front. That's important.
And it's important to remember as well, the players that are don't get me wrong, we all love watching Alex Bellman and Gary Bukowski, and we will get a chance to see these top tier talents. But the players that build programs, that build tournaments, are your 45 cap players, are your open players, and we're very well aware of that. And these ladies, active participants. I mean, how many times have we seen these players travel to different tournaments, make appearances, and still support, like stuff on Facebook? I mean, that's what matters the most. Gary Rakowski, what does he actually post about darts? Let's be real.
Get out of here. It's your mid to lower levels that make darts happen. I mean, there's a significant amount of those people that show up, as well as put the money in from the business standpoint. Buying supplies or jerseys or whatever. Some of your pros get that as part of their sponsorship deal. So, that's kind of a good thing to mention here.
I absolutely agree.
Look at how tight knit this is. 133, 136. Not much in between here as the 15s and 16s are being fought for.
Yeah, this is a good battle here. And honestly, not much critique on either of these players' shot selections either. I really think that they're playing their own game in a pretty good fashion here.
I agree. I think we're diddling up on board number 2. Oh, no. Final practice darts.
Well, Gary, he'll take 30,000 practice darts if he's given the opportunity.
62.
Alex, we'll take whatever he feels like that moment. Depends if he's had his Texas Roadhouse or not.
I'm bummed we missed out on that last night.
The Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
That's fair. The Quick Trip was pretty good, though. I ate some chicken salad from Quick Trip.
Boy, it's solid. It's a solid go-to here. I might get me some chicken salad tonight. It does sound good.
I crushed the whole thing.
Although we've got plenty of food in the room that needs to be eaten, so
That's
never
also
mind.
true.
Never mind.
Yep.
All righty, back to it. Jamie Joe trying to counteract and at least get this leg on the board, make this 1-0 in her favor.
And I like the switch to the 15s there. She has 2 bulls on there, and you have to remember the bullseye just feels so small sometimes. And so taking advantage of the fact that you already have 2 out of the 4 you need at the current moment. Although this changes that up. Oh, just outside on the second dart. Back to the 15s. Does not go. Jamie Joe, what do you know? She gets a bull. She's been last starting that 15 a lot, and she tries again there, just a single. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, she should still start on the bull here. She has 1. Which means you can get it done on 1 dart, but I also wouldn't be mad if she did a switch to the 15. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. 1 more 15 would have pushed the bull even further, which is why she stayed. I love it.
Garrett and them could be kind of waiting on this match too. Yeah, we don't give that.
I know. I know.
And tell
I
them
tried.
definitely not now. Tell them that.
Looking for 2 bulls. This is a big moment here. Gets the double bull. And honestly, Jamie Joe was in control for a majority of that leg. But it was just back and forth, back and forth. Good stuff indeed there. Incredible. On to leg number 2. Of course, it is a best of 3 in this bracket here. The winner of this will go on to play Tommy P. And after Tommy, Jenny's sitting in the seat.
Yeah, just walked out there to let Alex and Garrett know that was just the first leg for them. So they kind of were looking over because they're respectful. They will hold up and wait if they need to for a match to kind of conclude. But I was just letting them know, like, hey, that's leg number one. If you guys want to play, it's okay. We already have a plan of attack of what we're going to do here. So
exactly,
we have an option that we've set up so where we can just quickly glance over here and at least let you know what's going on. But like we said earlier, our predominant coverage will probably be Spellman and Garrett, just because we know this could be a potential match we've never seen before. Who knows what could happen in that one?
Good opens from both players here, finding a 4 mark on the 20s. But it looks like, we're going to go ahead and get things underway. Don't worry, we'll keep you updated there on the matchup for a 45 cap 4th place match. Don't worry about that one, folks. But we got to get into this one here because, I mean, just look at these two big studs over here.
Well, like we said, though, if that was a final, we'd definitely keep it, intact. But being what this is or what it could be, probably pretty smart to
for sure.
Just show it off. And it is a best of 5, so we'll change that around since it's the winner's side matchup and the pro.
Before we get into the thick of the match, I just want to say early on in this one, right before this last session, I went over to go use the restroom. I walk into the bathroom. It's just Garrett Rakowski by the sinks watching Sean Green's live stream, crying with laughter. I opened the door, saw him crying with laughter, and I turned around and walked away.
I don't like that. He's having too much fun with this.
Oh, he absolutely is. But now let's get serious here. Winner of this will get to the seat match against either Cody C or Scott. So just the heads up of what we're looking at coming up here. Honestly, and I'll say it, and not to discredit Scott or Cody, this is obviously the bottom half of a little bit tougher of a bracket with Alex and Garrett, if you ask me. I think that just the form that they're in and the results they've been getting so far, just tough.
Just a quick bit. Junior, you're banned from the stream after what you said this morning. Get out of here.
Junior, you're now a moderator in our live stream.
Go on and get out of here.
Nope, you're hired. You work here now.
Well, back and forth we go.
Yeah, Garrett, and he likes to play more conservative. He likes to play more point-centric strategies. Alex Bowman also likes to play a little bit on the conservative side, but not as much so as Garrett. So we're going to see some battles in some of these legs. Like right there. Decides to stay up, now up 114 points, which means that Garrett here needs to find 2 trips just to close the gap. Here's the first trip. This one will tie it up. It will not because it was a single. And the last one gets away from him a little bit. Looks like it was a little bit of a funky release there. So now Spellman gets opportunity to approach with a 38-point lead. He's going to be on the attack. Awkward dart. Yeah, he doesn't like that. That's a good switchback. Here's the thing. There's no reason to try to force that close there when you can just further your point reach and just make sure you get the opportunity to try that again. The goal is always to close it in 1 when you're at this level. And when you don't close it in 1, unless you have to stay for that close, you'll just go back up, get the point lead furthered, and then try again.
Garrett has to stay there and just out in front by a minute margin once again. It's 15-point advantage for him, but that'll go with a trip 20 here from Spellman. No, he just goes after the 1.
I think he was okay with playing the 3 mark there, but doesn't collect on that second. And we noticed that yesterday, right? His 20s were brilliant. His 19 and 17 cover shots in 0-1 were a little not as tight as we would expect. He was hitting a lot of trip 2s and trip 3s. I say a lot just relative to his standard. But Garrett does not hit his switch either. Only a single 20. No love lost, no love found. Lil Wayne, Spacebound. Spellman does recover on this turn. Just a 5. And he's going to be a little annoyed at that because you leave an 8 mark opportunity for Rakowski here. That's a good first start. You can see the way he just kind of has that very elongated release there. Really snaps that dart into place, finding a 7.
Yeah, great 7 there from Rakowski, but once again, it's just minute leads when you're kind of in that second position playing this guy. I mean, so once again, got to find 2 triples, and then do you get your shot? Ooh. And we're saying it's 15 points, man. 15 points back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That's really it. These guys are neck and neck at the moment here, and you can see Alex Spellman going first advantage, even though he has a lower average, basically keeping this about chalk.
He's taking a shot now.
Yeah, he is.
Boom, gone. Said no more of this risky business nonsense.
Jason, you're right. That was not Spacebound. I knew I said the wrong song. I just tried to own it. I was really hoping there was no Eminem fans in chat that knew that.
Yeah, Dason's going to call you out on that one, bud.
That's fair. I respect it. Good recovery on the point lead there, but not enough to dictate any control. And Garakowski going second with a 5.56. It's crazy to think that that's just not enough, but the gear on Alex Spellman is set to 6, and he's in overdrive.
He's got that significant point hold on him. He's got the 20s, in his favor, where Garrett, unfortunately for him, even capitalizing on 2 big triples, it's not enough. You've got to collect 3 big ones, and you're still, a triple from Alex, and you're outside again. So that's the advantage of the 20s over the 17s in this point, because it's a 9 points to Spellman every time he collects compared to Garrett's collection on the 17. So you got to think of 18, 27 points each time if there's a 9 mark collected from each.
Yeah, that's a great way to kind of give a good frame of reference. Because sometimes, we'll be calling stuff, and people are like, why are they calling the shots like that? Why are the players doing those decisions? That's the mentality behind it. That's the real case in point, and that's the level of which you have to start thinking about, especially when you're as good as these 2 gentlemen.
Yeah.
I would also like to apologize. The song was No Love by Eminem, by the way. Not Space
No
Bound.
love, don't hurt me no more.
Yeah, that's it. That's the famous Eminem song.
You're welcome. But is it?
No. Garrett Rakowski going to try to drill the Bulls here. He did a good job of challenging the throw going second. And really what it comes down to is those few missed darts at those last dart closes, those LDCs that make the difference.
Well, I got to admit, we haven't talked much about the other match because they've been fighting it out here on the 18s and 19s. And just now, Jamie Joe was able to capitalize and gather that and kind of extend the lead out. And there you go. Spellman with a 5.19 to win the leg.
In the other match, I think it's about as dead even as opponents as you could possibly get, and which makes sense if they're this deep into the bracket.
Yeah, and that's why we haven't touched base on it much, but I wanted to at least let you know where they were at, considering we dabbled to this one. So, yeah, still fighting out tooth and nail there, and now everything's closed. They're fighting on a new wedge. So, back to this match. That's the minimum here for these guys is that 5-mark opener.
Yeah, it's the best worst opening.
Another one incoming.
And there's 6. Again, 5-mark opening. Why we say it's the best worst is just because it's at least trip 19, trip 19, trip 20 to be able to leave the shot. It's the most amount of marks you can hit while staying on one number where that shot can be true. If you hit 6 or more, you simply just can't get bested by a 9 marker on the player going second in the first round.
One,
Gonna stay.
2, and up.
And Will is a genius. 9 mark there for Alex Spellman.
I just clipped the Will's a Genius part. That's it. I had a
I saw you
2-second
clip
replay. Bing!
I saw you clip that. That was great. That was great. I've always been a real one.
I'm going to clip just that and reuse it
Guys,
for all the clips that come out,
I'll sue for a lack of consent in that video you posted of me in the hotel room.
which is garbage because you know you did. You're like, yeah, that's fine.
I have no shame.
Even though your hair looks Absolutely god awful. Oh
You're
goodness.
also not wrong there.
Yeah.
Oh, Spellman adjusting the equipment there. You can see how he realized that the tip was a little bit loose, or maybe the shaft, and he stopped himself. He retightened, reset his form, and then threw. So I do like that. Even though he broke his own rhythm, he did a good job of resetting himself, and that's something where when you're as methodical and mechanical as Alex Spellman, you just become exceptionally good at. Ashton Watt, you know the answer. The good guys won. It was me. I'm the good guy.
Hello, everybody. William Stewart here for the rest of the duration of the tournament. No more Nick Teixeira. We sent him back to Hurricane Island in Florida. Yep. I brought you up from that storm. I saved your life, and then you treat me like this, Nick? Yeah, that's you're banned. You're banned. Ashton, I just want to say, why'd you bring it up? You didn't have to. You didn't have to. All right, here we go. Back to the match because this is a good one. So
This absolutely is.
look at Spellman here, averaging a 7-0. Just phenomenal.
Yeah, and here's the thing. He's going to get the throw on the next leg here as well. Spellman gets it done there with a beautiful closeout shot, very reminiscent of last night's match. Trip 16, single bowl, double bowl was the other shot from last night. Here we go. Leg number 3 here, and Alex Spellman 2-0 advantage going first. I mean, Garrett in the first leg almost broke, but that was because he was throwing a 5-5 going second. He's going to need to throw a 6 going second if he wants to win here, if you ask me. Cody Cottrell did win his matchup over Scott, so winner of this will play Cody in the seat match. On our other stream board there, they're still in a close battle right now. It's 17s versus 15s, still in leg number 2 here. Jamie Joe trying to get this leg on the board. 6-0 there. Spellman will defend these 20s with vigor. He was considering the look down because he didn't like that second dart there. And then you can even see he said he dropped it, right? He's always hyper conscientious. Yeah, I can go ahead and re-explain that real quick. So these guys are considered pros, obviously not just from the fact that they are both sponsored pros from very prestigious companies, but in this hall they put 65 and over as the player rating that qualifies you as a pro. That player rating is defined by your 0-1 average by points per dart, plus your cricket average times 10. So if your cricket, as Alex Spellman hits a 9 mark, if your cricket average is a 2-5, times that by 10, so that's going to be a 25. Plus, let's say your 0-1's a 20 point per dart. That's a 25 plus 20. You are a 45 rated player.
Yep.
Look at that. Garrett Rakowski responds with a 9. I said that he had to throw a 6-0 if he wanted to break the throw. He's throwing a 6.33. Is only ahead by 1 point.
It's very, very difficult to be in that second position and break throw here when you're playing a 6. You know, that is the toughest thing. When the guy that's starting is throwing a 6, you could be throwing a 7 and still down. Back-to-back 9s from Garrett Rakowski.
Yeah, in the last 12 darts, only 1 missed triple by Alex Spellman between the 2 players.
We told you there's going to be some fireworks here, and that's why we kind of shimmied on over to this board.
And the
We're
girls
seeing
are still throwing fireworks and haymakers, still battling.
They're still in that second leg right now. 425 plays 432. Jamie Joe just closing out those numbers, so race for the Bulls here on that side.
And right now, Garrett, I said he had to throw a 6-0 to break. It looking like he's throwing a 7-0 and having trouble trying to break Alex Spellman. This is incredible form from the Jackal. He's taking a look down. And doesn't get the 9 mark there. If Garrett hits 2 trip 17s, he has to take a look at the 20 in this scenario. There's just running out of runaway here.
And just to update you, there it is. You know, you can see it 425, 432.
There's the close. This could be the shutout shot. Trip 15 to lock it in.
Ooh.
And a last little moment here. A last little moment of fresh air. There you go. Does find 5. Not going to be enough, though. 2 15s, 3 bulls for a Spellman 3-0 against Garrett Rakowski, which other than Lake 2 kind of dipping a little bit, has thrown phenomenal here. He threw a 6-0 and didn't even get a sniff. And Alex,
He turned it. What was that from Spellman? Let me replay that real quick.
Hold on. Yeah, I want to see that again. Rakowski, which other than
Look
Lake
at these
2,
He
last
turned
little
before
bit,
he
has
was even
thrown
done
phenomenal
throwing here.
He threw a 6-0 and didn't even get a sniff.
Oh, no.
He turned it. What was
Okay,
that?
he didn't quite do a no look, but I mean, he kind of threw that dart. He felt like it was going in from the release, and then immediately turned around and just like, well,
We're going to go right back onto it.
King Rafiki. No, that is a fat bowl for the player rating typically, but it depends on what your league plays and where your league stats are from. For a tournament like this, other than that Invitational Championship, there was no qualification needed.
And this is just the second leg here, so it's 1-0 in favor of this young lady here.
Well, it's about to be 2-0 if Jamie Jo, and she only has 2 throws left. She has to hit these last 3 bulls.
Yep.
And really, she gets 6 darts for 3 bulls. That's the only thing that matters at this point.
And as you can see, the reason why we're saying that, round 24 of 25 here, this is where it gets interesting. So you've got to either hit your 3 or it's nothing.
Yeah, and that's it. That's your only options left. And she is 1 hole out, 1 hole out. Last one got away from her a little bit. So she gets 3 darts for 3 bulls. Of course, Jola here can just close it out and get it done with.
Yep.
She would like that. She doesn't want to leave it to chance.
No, you definitely don't.
Again, Cody Cottrell's way better half throwing right now, which is about to play Spellman in the seat, as we found out as well. A double bull here just wins it done. If not, she leaves it to chance for 3 more darts from Jamie Jo. And here we go. This is the last throw for all intents and purposes. If she does, because no matter what happens, it's decided on these 3 darts.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, button can be pushed right after and no harm if she doesn't capitalize. And, yep,
That
that's
will
it.
be the match. These 3 darts don't even matter. Of course, double bull right here just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun. They might not even be fully aware of the round limit just by how serious her approach has been.
They may not. They may not, to be fair. And Jamie maybe thinks
look,
she has
she's
another
even,
one.
She's even adjusting. I don't think she knows she already won. Or maybe she just wants to still get it done. There's a little bit of respect on both sides there. Look at that reaction. Funny stuff there. That's a 2-0 win. And, yeah, you can see giving each other a look at the stats there. But honestly, as I said, that might have been the world's most even match.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it went, 2-0, but it was head-to-head the whole time. So
Absolutely.
we're going to go to our open bracket now, it looks like, since Paul is back up here. So that is from the loser side. There's going to be Stephen B taking on Paul C here. And it said board 13. He must have just shimmied it on over to our
Shimmy.
You like that board too. So
Shimmy.
we'll get set up and ready with this one. And we'll get going here in just a moment. I think he's saying he's
they're
good.
about ready.
So
Yeah, no break needed.
we'll see if they. Boy, this board camp's giving me the heebie-jeebies today.
You give me the heebie-jeebies.
There we go. Folks, we're keeping you entertained here, keeping it rolling. William Stewart, Nick DeShera. Welcome to our coverage once again of the Filthy Assassin Darts Throwdown. As we get underway, Paul taking on Steven. in our open bracket.
Sorry about that, guys. Just had to see if I can get my new Gin Mounts barrels in time for TOC.
She ain't bringing you with him.
What if I asked really nicely?
No. No, she'll probably have some with her. I guarantee it.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, guys, get your sets of the Alpha or Omega darts, the new Colonial line, over at a-zdarts.com. Those are the Will Stewart and Jen Mounts line of darts, our influencer line of darts, and I absolutely love both sets. As much as I like to give Will crap, he makes a dang good dart.
Dang right I do.
Just can't throw him too good. Well, let's see what Paul's got for us here. Man, pretty decent battle back and forth so far, and does find a 6 mark there. So Steven on the approach. Takes a breath. He brings it right back to his eye. I do like the way he draws it back. Just on that release there, you can kind of see it's